Hey gamers, Minus10 here, and today we're going to take a fresh look at the Asus app many of us dread installing on our gaming rigs, Armoury Crate. I know, Armoury Crate does have a bad rep for sure, but over the past 18 months or so, as more and more of my PC gear is Asus designed and manufactured, I've come to appreciate the breadth and the depth Armoury Crate brings to its PC components. Now, don't get me wrong, the UX is tough sledding, but this video is to help gamers better understand how to navigate Armoury Crate. Now, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. So how did we gamers end up with Armoury Crate in 2024? Well, that answer is pretty simple. Asustek, the parent of Asus ROG, is absolutely crushing it in the PC gaming market. Statistica, a website that tracks this data, estimates the 2024 PC gaming hardware market will reach $52 billion in global revenue, and the number of worldwide PC gamers will top out at 1.85 billion gamers. That's 23% of the world's population. According to Asus's own 2023 annual report, it currently maintains 25 to 30% of the global PC gaming market. That's a lot of gamers using Asus's products. So, because of Asus's market success, we gamers are likely going to have to learn how to use and live with Armoury Crate for the foreseeable future. So, welcome to my video. I'm assuming you know how to install Armoury Crate, so we'll start with how do you open the Armoury Crate app? Like most peripheral apps, the Armoury Crate can be launched from the Windows system tray, which is located at the lower right hand of your screen. The Armoury Crate app icon looks like this. By clicking on the icon, you'll get a quick summary of your wireless peripheral's battery life. It's a subtle touch, but very nice, and I use this all the time. Next, click on the link to open up the app. Once opened, Armoury Crate has a funky navigation menu with everything located on the left-hand side and at the top and the bottom. Now, at the bottom, gamers have access to the User Center, which is basically your user profile, and settings. Armoury Crate is absolutely chock full of bloat features, but we're not going to cover any of these. Top to bottom, the bloat sections are the game library, Featured, which is basically Asus's gaming software store, and the News tab. I don't ever use these. We're going to start at the Settings menu, as this is my Armoury Crate landing page. You can access the settings by clicking the gear icon at the lower left hand of the screen. The Settings page is my most frequently used feature, as this is where gamers can get updates. For me, I made Settings my landing page, but gamers can also choose from several other options. Now, to update your gear, gamers only need to click the Update Center and then click Check for Updates. Armoury Crate will present a spinning loading icon, and it will cycle through everything on your rig to check for updates. To see if you have an update, it will be listed under the Device and Component section. There is a lot here, and it will take time to know what is what, but this is where everything gets the latest firmware and software. Back on the General page, gamers can also customize the Armoury Crate theme and choose from 4 options. I just use the ROG theme as I think it looks best. Next up, the dashboard, which is located on the top left part of your screen. Armoury Crate will take a couple minutes to get a readout on your gear, but I've used Asus ROG motherboards for years, so I use this page for quick readings. Now, I'm assuming other motherboards from makers like Gigabyte and MSI will have their data shown on the dashboard as well. On the dashboard main screen, I usually check my motherboard BIOS at the top center and my CPU clock speed. Gamers can turn on certain motherboard features like Precision Boost Overdrive if you have an AMD processor, AI cooling, and Power Saver, but I normally make these changes in the BIOS directly or through my cooling app. At the bottom of the page, gamers can cycle through their core CPU clock speeds. Motherboard temperatures, CPU, GPU, RAM, and hard drive usages, and lastly, voltages. All rather handy info when you need it. For the Devices tab, this is Armoury Crate's core feature and is where gamers go when making adjustments to their Asus gear. There is the option to adjust your case fan speeds. However, I use the Corsair app since I'm using a Corsair fan hub, and Armoury Crate doesn't provide a speed readout for it. Macros? Well, I don't ever use these as most game developers classify these as cheats, so use at your own risk. For my ROG Azoth keyboard, Asus has done a really good job at giving gamers a lot of features. Through Armoury Crate, gamers can make changes to the individual key assignments, the Azoth's lighting, adjustments to the control knob, changes to the OLED screen, adjust the power settings, and finally, check for firmware updates. For my Keras 2 Ace, there are an equal number of options to customize my mouse to my liking. In my opinion, this is where Armoury Crate excels over similar apps like Logitech's G Hub, Corsair's iQ, Razer Synapse, and other manufacturers' apps. It's an acquired taste for sure, and the navigation under the Device tab is clunky, but once you get used to it, you'll have the muscle memory. All right, gamers, let's talk RGB. Prior to Windows Dynamic Lighting, setting your gaming rig's RGB was an exercise of going through every gaming app to let that RGB shine. For me, I like my rig completely blinged out in all navy blue. Now, don't ask me why, but that's just my thing. You do your thing. If you would like to use Armoury Crate to sync your lighting, it's pretty straightforward. First up, gamers need to set RSync to be your rig's priority RGB lighting setting app. To do so, open up the Windows System Settings, then click on Personalization. Next, click on Dynamic Lighting, then click on Background Light Control, and then drag Armoury Crate to the top. This will set Armoury Crate as the app priority. Once this is done, go back to Armoury Crate and select the gaming gear you'd like to control through Aura Sync. Next, click on the Aura effects at the top and choose the lighting effect you would like to see. For me, I want a static light and I want a single color, and I choose navy blue and click OK. That color will then be applied to my PC gaming rig. Again, for my fan RGB, I still go through Corsair as iQ and Armoury Crate really don't play well together. Next up, scenario profiles. For the truly dedicated gamer, gamers can customize settings for a particular game through scenario profiles. Gamers only need to select the app and then set the peripherals profile to use for that game. For me, as I'm mostly a first-person shooter gamer, I use the same mouse and keyboard settings for work and gaming. Ultimately, though, this is a really cool feature for the gamer who really wants to fine-tune their devices for every game. Asus really does have the gamer at heart, and I really appreciate these powerful features even though I'm not using scenario profiles. And lastly, tools. Although I'm not certain this feature will work with non-Asus motherboards, this is a very nice and centralized page that will let gamers know when your motherboard needs driver or firmware updates. For example, the Tools tab is where I go to check if I need an Intel Bluetooth or Thunderbolt driver update. Asus really does make it easy to quickly update your motherboard's third-party gear. Again, absolutely great job, Asus, but I'm assuming this only works with Asus motherboards. If you find out it works for your Gigabyte or other third-party motherboard, please post a comment below so other users know. And that's it. Asus's Armoury Crate in a nutshell. It has taken me a while to adjust to Armoury Crate's user interface and its sometimes clunky response times. But if you are steeped in Asus gaming gear, it's pretty solid. I know this is an opinion that will be challenged by many, but in today's market, Asus is just gaining more and more market share, so at some point, you'll most likely need to embrace Armoury Crate. Again, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this tutorial on Asus's Armoury Crate app, I'd really appreciate a like on the video as well as a sub if you'd like to follow me as a content creator. All comments below are welcome too. Thanks for watching.